Hello, I am Andy, and here's a program. It's called A Star is Born on the 18th of January, and that is you, the star, listening to me. Excuse me. Well, you are a very powerful star because you're born on a very lucky day in the period of Capricorn, and you will be an adventurer, a person who dares to go to places where others dare not go, an adventurer even in business. You will be very much a person who will use your energies in a daring way. And they will be right because the planets that make you do that are the good planets. You will travel the world. You will be excellent in sports because you have that aggressiveness in you and the challenges you meet. You want to be a winner. That's what you want to be. You could be great in politics because you will want to champion the rights for others and stand up for those who are downtrodden and those who are made use by rich people. You will fight them. And you will be a person whose energies are going to be very, very high and very strong. So you also have to worry that accidents can take place because you will expose yourself to danger very quickly. And even in sports, you will be the challenger of all things. You could be very successful in politics, as I said, because you will be noted for the rights for others. You have a wonderful Saturn position, which can give you all the reasons for being in the business of real estate, and you'll do well there. When you harmonize with your good planets, you automatically get quite lucky. And so you'll be lucky also in building materials, which are associated to real estate and building for buildings and houses. And the land will be very lucky for you. So whether on buildings or whether in agriculture, you will do well wherever land is concerned, buying and selling land, using land, and also contributing to houses in furnitures. You have a wonderful Venus position showing you are very creative. And this creativity can make you a lot of money and build you a great name as well. This creativity can be in many ways. You could be a fashion designer, you could be a landscaping artist, you could be just an artist, as an entertainer and an artist, as an actor, and in the businesses of entertainment. There are many artists who have this wonderful Venus on the right side and the good side of their horoscope, and that's what makes them lucky. You have a wonderful Mercury planet who will give you the skills of writing skills and speaking skills, which you can use in any industry. So you'll be a great talker, a great writer, and you will also have that brain, which is very much centered towards making money. You could be an accountant, for example, and a very good one, a very rich one you'll become. Or you could be in any other profession where the speaking skills and writing skills are there. For example, like a lawyer or a doctor or a professional of any kind. You have a great Uranus planet, and that gives you the opportunity to work in the information technology field, which can be contributing. Even if you are a professional as a doctor, a lawyer, an artist, or a dentist, or whatever, an architect, you will still be able to use the skills of the internet because they will come naturally for you. So, what's the problem with so much good going for you? The problem is that your inferiority complexes, they take away sometimes the confidence in you, and you get very much disturbed by the pressure put on you. And you can sometimes be very egoistic. And that's again because of this kind of complexes that you have. And you can be very secretive to hide your weaknesses. So that side of you, which needs to be improved, is the complex side. And find out what makes you unhappy with yourself or ashamed of yourself or feel that whatever you are an obstacle. You try and correct that and you will do better. Your character is going to be a very fiery one because you'll have these energies of being very competitive in any area of your life. That fiery nature can be used even as a politician, as I said, and that will be good for you. And your character can also be very compassionate because you have a great Saturn position. And this compassionateness, apart from being compassionate with your own family, you will also be that for people. And this planet Saturn, it can take you into the spiritual side of you, making you very, very kind, and very, very progressive and wanting to devote your life for good things? Are you physical or mental more? The physical side from Mars and the mental side from Saturn and Mercury. So the brain power is there and the capabilities of using it are also there. Your compatibility can be pretty good because you have some planets who like to work as a team. But the planet Mars will make you work on your own. So sometimes in some things you do, you may have to work on your own. But I see the compatibility can work out eventually. Partnerships, I would say be very careful because you have planets that make you work very well on your own. And because of that, you makes you a great individual. And individuals, when they are very individual, it doesn't work in partnerships. So the less long-term partnerships, the better. But even if you have them, you will be a gentleman or a gentle lady to see them through nicely. Cycles. I'm going to give you some cycles which are very positive as an example, where in our life nothing is still, it's progressively towards the good or the bad. I'm going to give you an example of a good cycle. The ages of 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, 80, 89, or even 98 years old. As you approach these ages, things will come together. As you enter these ages, success will be seen and rewards will be felt by you. So you see, our life is full of good cycles and bad cycles. And when I see you for a session one day, a 9 year session, that will be one cycle. And I will tell you in your next 9 years the ups and downs and so much good news. We'll talk about that later. Your bad cycles, I'm going to give you an example. You have to be very careful at the ages of 20, 29, 38, 47, 56, 65, 74, and 83 years old, or even 92 years old, because all the negative planets will be with you during these bad ages. As you approach these bad ages, you will see things falling apart, things going very wrong, whether in your job, business, whether in your financial, whether in your personal life or romance, marriage, whether in your health as well. And then when you enter these ages I've just mentioned, everything breaks down. So to know your cycles is something that I will show you to be prepared for the ups and downs for your next 9 years. And the cost will be just USD 50. Now to come back to you, you have some weaknesses, and the weaknesses can be becoming very, very moody and very changeable. And of course, being afraid of your responsibilities sometimes. And you have to be careful when you travel, that you can be very careless and there can be accidents as well. Yes. Now, are you academic or are you hands on? Academic means going to colleges, universities, sometimes teaching there, or a profession that comes from attending these universities. And hands on means you learn the trade as you do the trade. You can be both. You have Saturn, which shows that you will like to go to universities and may even end up a teacher in colleges or universities. And then you have other planets like Venus and Mercury and Uranus will allow you to learn as you go on. For example, computers. We start as a hobby, get very interested, and we take on that to specialize in something. So you can be both of that. You are a very inspirational person because Saturn and Venus are very inspirational planets. So you will see that your ideas can come suddenly. So always have a notebook to write all this down. I will talk to you much about health. Right now, all I know is 18th of January. I don't know your full date of birth, I don't know your time of birth, and I've not read your palms. But I can tell you a few things. Health wise, you have to be careful. Your digestion area, the stomach, the large intestine, and the bowels are not going to be well. So you have to, from a very early age, you'll realize that that is the weakness. So you ought to see doctors who will explain to you why. Is this what you eat wrongly or is it what you do wrongly? And I will have to say that you may be born with a weak heart. And this weak heart as you progress and get older and older, will suddenly show that your breathing problems will be a problem, and cholesterol may be blocking your arteries. So, for some reason, your heart will start to suffer, and that will be what you have to watch out. When you see me for the 90-minute session, I will go into detail regarding your health, and I will tell you organ by organ how things can go wrong, at what age it will go wrong. So, all that will be read to you. This 90-minute session, I've devised it because a cycle is for every 9 years. And so I've devised it that way. And if you know your next 9 years, you're going to make that cycle as best as possible, because I will teach you your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions. All these energies make up a very lucky existence. And the triology of energy, the soul, the third eye, and the aura, we all get it automatically, but much too late in our lives. And I will show you how to get it early as possible. I will show you how to do it. It's not very difficult. In one session, you will learn. And then you will be able to, whatever age you are, even as a teenager, if you see me, you'll be able to get these three powerful energies, the soul, the third eye, and the aura, to be activated. That's what makes a person very, very special. So there's going to be a lot going on. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system which I will teach you once and for all, including financial speculation. We need to connect and we need to harmonize with the soul, the third eye, and the aura to be able to win anything of a supernatural nature, like lotteries, for example. Because on our own, we don't have that power. And that's what I will show you how to do it. But it's wonderful talking to you. And remember, you're born on a very lucky day. So you will be able to do something to leave a mark on us. You will be remembered for something very important you did. You're born on the 18th of January in the period of Capricorn. So here's my email. Send me this email and let's get down to business and get these energies taught to you as quickly as possible. And don't forget, we cannot live or do well or enjoy life without a good health situation, which I will go into detail for you. Well, in the meantime, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Goodbye.